The city would be the fifth largest in Africa if it were a country. Lagos, the backbone of Nigeria's economic activities, with a population of about 17.5 million people. Dubbed as a mega city, with its fast-paced lifestyle, it is where everyone goes to make ends meet, despite the vivid issue of unemployment that plagues the city. It is morning here, barely 6 a.m., but the roads are already noisy with vehicles. The ambience is bustling, and workers are making a fast rush to evade the usual traffic that interlopes the city roads. Gridlock is a major aspect of the city everyone is acquainted with. Nobody seems to escape it. Since after the city was the economic capital of the country, this has opened up every crevice, with big industries and small businesses sprouting in every corners, and more people piling into the mega city. The city of Lagos has since become a melting pot where ambitions are nursed, and everyone seems to have high hopes of getting rich. Kingsley Harrison lives here in Lagos. He is originally from Akwa Ibom State. He and his business colleague, Victor, are both migrants living here in the city. The duo had met in an event they had worked and since had established a small fast snack spot in one of the city vicinities. The two wake as early as 5 a.m. to evade the usual traffic and make as much snacks as possible before buyers begin to patronize them. This is what they have been doing for 3 years now, after they could not afford to find a sustainable job in the city.
If I come Lagos, I hear how the Lagos is. Say Lagos get waiting they motivate person this and that about the business. Where you see someone they do this one, do that thing. As I reach Lagos, the first thing I do, not be waiting I start do be this. I first do something like house work with person, serve person, this and that. But as I sit down one day, they think about how the life they go. I can't say there is no one way for make it in life. So I have to change my way. So as I go around, check, before I get this place, it's very hard. But as I get this place, I make I try whether this one will favor me.
For Kingsley, he had always had big dreams of having a career in entertainment. This is one of the reasons he has since remained in the city. Although this is barely pulling through, he still strongly believes that the city's flamboyant lifestyle could fetch him a thriving career in entertainment.
I was thinking if I come Lagos, at least I will get connection into music, or they call Lagos headquarters for entertainment. So the most reason why I said okay, let me stay back was because of the entertainment issue. At least let's get connection to one or two people that will pop you to the but no be so, no be like that. Everything changed. A lot of surprises. No be here. If I want to talk, no be full of surprise.
But nothing ever comes easy in this city where everything is thought to be a bed of roses. Rural to urban migration is a phenomenon that never stops to evade the megacity. Most young people in need of a better life flock into commercialized and industrialized cities like Lagos. While many of them expect to secure high-earning jobs even without formal education qualifications, reality paints a contrary picture as massive urbanization bets urban youth unemployment. Being unemployed for several months were one of the problems migrants like Victor and Kingsley encountered when they moved newly into the city. They took up many jobs like waiting tables at events and working in construction sites. Despite the high standard of living in the city and the countless challenges, Victor strongly believes that there are better chances here than in his hometown.
I don't have any intention to leave. I come for hustle and make money, travel, go back. Here is a hustle place. That our side, but although there is some business that is doing there, but it's like population there is very few. So I have to go do, and I hear about Lagos, how the Lagos life is big, so I have to change the location.
Meeting up with planned ambition may be far-fetched for both young men, but the two have long established themselves as part and parcel of the mega city.
There are some certain points, everything will just get stuck. You say, make I just go. If you feel like going back to your village because of the hardship, everything, as in a lot have been happening. So sometimes, not, me, I'm a kind of person, if I sign something, I don't sign up. So I just decide, say, I want to stay in Lagos and do one or two things. So I can't easily tell you now that I felt like, let me give up. I've gone a long way. 3 years, no be my money now. I've struggled then. So now, things don't start to say, I can't go back now. Even though I go village now, I just visit, come back for my business.
At least they have something tangible they do to make ends meet. The constant influx of people, according to critics, is the biggest reason for the paucity of employment opportunities in urban areas. This is a known fact, yet many young people are resilient about getting into Lagos, and for many of them, finding or even establishing a mania business like that of Kingsley and Victor is a golden opportunity. After all, survival is key in the mega city. In the high-end districts of the city, Uche Ivagba sits in his spacious office. He is a communicationist and have been in the developmental sector for more than a decade. Uche Ivagba was born here in Lagos and has lived here all his life. But the recent developments in the city are not a shocker to him. He rather sees them from a critical viewpoint.
There is a lot of evidence based on research that the population of Lagos is going to reach exactly what it is, definitely over 30 to 35 million, like you said, like I quoted, because one, there's a lot of migration into Lagos across Nigeria, not just across Nigeria, actually across some West African countries. There is also a high birth rate across Nigeria, also evident in Lagos, and especially amongst lots of people who are disadvantaged, who oftentimes have so much time and some preconceived notions about the idea of having a large family size, and that's what's really driving it.
These recent developments, such as unemployment and population explosion caused by high birth rates and migration, isn't just the case for OJ Ivagba.
People are coming to Lagos as a means to their survival, as a way to break through. I mean, you heard a lot of popular artists in Nigeria talk about how they took a night bus into Lagos and today they are somebody, right? So everybody hears that across Nigeria and they do want to come to Lagos. I mean, Lagos has been the capital of Nigeria all through the years before it moved to Abuja. Lots of infrastructural development in Lagos are second to none across Nigeria, irrespective of what you have in Abuja. And Lagos is the commercial nerve of Nigeria. So for a fact, there are lots of opportunity in Lagos. Also, Lagos is very cosmopolitan. There are lots of things you can do in Lagos and get away with it. You can't do it in lots of other states in Nigeria. So a lot of people will continue to come to Lagos because it's a land of opportunity. That's just the truth about it. And it sets the pace in lots of ways. And people, young people, adults, people who are seeking for a better tomorrow, at the least, hope to make it to Lagos before they think of somewhere else beyond that. But Lagos is that place for a lot of people. Yeah.
And the city continues to be a place for a lot of people, despite the bordering issue of unemployment. In 2014, at a national recruitment exercise, up to 6.5 million job seekers stamped various recruitment centers in the country for a position in the Nigerian Immigration Service. It was a state of anarchy. Fatality and injuries were reported in many of the recruitment centers across the nation. In Lagos alone, an estimated 64,000 applicants had attended the recruitment exercise. For OJ Ivagba, scenarios like these are not primarily caused by lack of job opportunities.
A lot of young person graduate from school, they assume they've got some degrees or they do have degrees, and there's this entitlement to the fact that you should automatically get a job. I mean, we've heard, when our parents were younger, it was automatic once you come out of school. The population has increased. It wasn't the same back then. Beyond that also, the competencies of these young persons, I've worked with a lot of those type of businesses you talk about, they do have slots or spaces to employ people. But a lot of young people also do not fit the bill. They assume they fit the bill. They are lacking in lots of skills that they are not taught in schools. But then they do have the certificate, they do have the qualification. However, lately, it's not only about your academic qualification. A lot has to do with your employability skills, which we find lacking in so many young people.
Unemployment in the city is largely driven by high rural to urban migration, population growth, and a shortage of industries to absorb the teeming numbers of school graduates. As for educated individuals who get into the mega city with just expectations, the chances for a gainful employment opportunity is only a bitter experience. Christabel is an education consultant. She used to be employed until after the COVID-19 pandemic. Currently, she has no white-collar job and appears not to be searching for any as a result of difficulty in finding them. She is now a self-professed entrepreneur who sells diverse products to clients. It is Saturday morning here. Christabel heads for the gym. She goes along with her brother, who helps her with her products, as she hopes to find buyers who would patronize her today. Christabel sets up her products alongside other sellers. Most of them are working class people. Some are unemployed.
It's Saturday. I came to work out. So usually when I come this way to work out, I come with some of my wares because I know that most of my friends and colleagues that work out together, they want to check out what I've got.
For Christabel, being an entrepreneur is the best choice for anyone in this city. It provides multiple incomes for her and is much more sustainable, especially now that she is out of work.
Oh, okay. So these are organic skincare. For me, I'm an advocate of entrepreneurship. You run your thing, you run your business, you have your time, you have your peace of mind. No one is coming to sack you. And definitely you will make your gain. I'm an educator, yeah? But COVID-19 has brought us out to the streets. So it means we are like an elastic. You can twist it this way, you can twist it that way. Once you have your number C's working, why fold your hand and wait for employment when you can actually serve humanity and get paid?
And that is what exactly Christabel is doing. She caters to the need of her numerous clients, supplying them with her products and hustling to sustain herself in a city where opportunity isn't given, but earned. Owning one's business appears to be the most sustainable for most people who live in the mega city. Little wonder shops are scattered in every nook and crannies of the city, providing one service or the other. Small businesses in this city contribute 48% of national GDP, accounts for 96% businesses, and 84% employment. Despite its boasting population, most business owners think population size in the megacity is beneficial to their businesses. This is the idea of Ibitoye. She runs a confectionery business and has more than 16 staffs. She used to be unemployed, and her experience seeking for a job in the city made her consider owning a business of her own.
I graduated around 2004, and this 2020. So 16 years now. And I waited 2 years, even before I got married. Even after my marriage, I was still looking for a job like a year. I was not doing anything. And then I knew what I faced. When I was not doing anything, I knew what I was passing through. And compared to now, that at least I'm on my own. Even now, I can't even employ. I can't even go for any job to seek for any employment. I can't go for any. I'm satisfied. I'm okay with what I'm doing. I don't need any employment.
Ibitoye believes the city's boasting population size is a benefit for her and many other small and medium-scale businesses.
Lagos is a very populated place. It's a crowded area. So people believe that because of the mass movement of people moving from one place to other, there's no how you create a business, even if, no matter how small, even if selling recharge card on the road, that will not make it.
Even the congested everyday traffic, which many find distasteful in the city, is seen positively by Ibitoye.
When I opened down my branch at Okota, I did not start immediately. At least for like a month that I've innovated, I have not gotten my equipment. So I had freezer then. And I was like, see traffic in front of my shop. Just because of the traffic around my shop, I just use my knowledge to just kill myself to the opportunity to gain something.
Ibitoye might have been making her money, but analyst Oje Ivagba says this from the other side of the coin.
We sometimes need to take it beyond the face value of what exactly are they offering that they are excited about, and that's it. It's the same way someone will be excited that there's traffic in Lagos and they sell XYZ amount every day in traffic, but if there's no traffic, they're unhappy. But we also recognize the fact that traffic being in Lagos is that for the overall good of our society, the best way for us to create opportunities for others that say their own business is selling in traffic, which might make sense that they are not killing people. However, how sustainable is that?
For Oje Ivagba, this might be a critical viewpoint that needs attention. But for Ibitoye and many other small business owners, they cannot afford to be unemployed in the mega city. Big issues like population explosion is a golden chance for them. Believing in whatsoever one can do is the first step to surviving unemployment in the mega city.
In this Lagos, if you go around, there is just to do. It doesn't matter. No matter of being big girl and all that. If for something to do this card you sell, this water you sell, as long as you put it on your table. I don't know, because I leave Lagos and go to another state. I might not get what you want. You still have to come back again.
Lagos na packaging. Lagos life na packaging. The big city where you dey na packaging. So you wey wan come, use your number as you dey come. Make sure you get place where you wan come stay and get what you are coming to do. Not to just come to Lagos start finding work. It's not easy.
You need to be super smart if you're going to make it here in Lagos. It's not. You need to be above average. You need to aim to be above average to make it here. Otherwise, yes, it's going to be very tough for you. It's going to be very tough for you. You might have heard of other people who made it and assumed it's just a walk through the park.
Indeed, it is not a walk through the park. Despite its flaws, it is a city where dreams are attainable and every idea, no matter how little, are achievable.